The compact crossover segment is one of the most popular segments in the automotive industry and is also one of the most competitive. But that hasn't stopped Mazda from diving deeper into the segment with their new CX-50. The CX-50 is a larger and arguably better looking example of Mazda's best-selling vehicle, the CX-5. With crossovers like the RAV4 and Subaru Outback squarely in its sights, in today's video we take the 2023 Mazda CX-50 for a drive and see what it has to offer. Before we begin, we'd like to give a huge thanks to Mazda of Gastonia for letting us spend some time with this 2023 Mazda CX-50. Mazda of Gastonia has excellent staff, a beautiful showroom, and a nice selection of new and used vehicles. So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, be sure to check out the folks at Mazda of Gastonia. The CX-50 is an all-new model in Mazda's lineup. It shares its platform with the smaller CX-30 and Mazda 3. It's available in 9 different trims with 2 different engine options, and Mazda's iActive all-wheel drive comes standard. The one we have here is a 2023 CX-50 2.5 Turbo Premium. The premium package comes well equipped, and the main options it's missing over the top Premium Plus trim are auto-dimming side and rearview mirrors, heated rear seats, a wireless phone charger, built-in navigation, and some driver safety features that include blind spot assist and parking sensors. Otherwise, this trim should suit most buyers looking to get an extremely well-equipped model. The CX-50 is built at an Alabama plant shared with Toyota, and currently it doesn't share any parts with the Toyota model, but a hybrid is expected in the future, which will likely use the hybrid powertrain from the RAV4. As I mentioned, the CX-50 is slightly larger than the CX-5 and has more rugged styling. The CX-50 is nearly 6 inches longer, 3 inches wider, yet has about 1.5 inches less height versus the CX-5. That gives the CX-50 a more purposeful look on the road. The front end gets Mazda's signature grille with black accents and a unique linked mesh design for the insert. There's silver accenting at the bottom, and if you look inside the grille opening, you can see the active flaps that open and close for better cooling or aerodynamics. All the lighting is LED, including the slim turn signals at the lower corners of the bumper. The vents at each corner do have openings to allow for airflow. The flaring of the fenders and black cladding give the CX-50 a more rugged appearance and helps add to the 3 inches of extra width over the CX-5. The wheels are 20 inches and wrapped in 245/45 tires, and the ground clearance is 8.6 inches, besting the CX-5 by 1 inch. Our car comes with a roof rack for all your outdoor needs. The rear also receives LED lighting. Like the front, the back has flared fenders, but unlike the front, the vents at each corner aren't functional. I think the styling looks fantastic, and I prefer the more rugged look over the CX-5's more elegant look. However, it all comes down to preference as both vehicles are very well designed. Getting into the CX-50 can be done using the key you see here, or by touching the door handle. The interior of the CX-50 is unique to this vehicle and overall has good quality materials. At the center of the dash is a 10.25 inch display. Mazda notoriously hates using touchscreen displays as they think they are distracting. But as an Apple CarPlay user, I find it less distracting to touch the screen than to use the scroll wheel when using Apple CarPlay. Thankfully, Mazda has compromised and now allows for touch functions when using Apple CarPlay. However, there is no touch operation when using the built-in menus. You have to use the buttons and the turn knob on the center console to control the settings in Mazda's menu. Put the CX-50 into reverse to bring up the backup camera. I am glad Mazda keeps physical buttons for the climate controls, which allow for easy adjustments. The dash is lined in soft touch material and has stitch accenting. In the center console, there's a cup holder up front, and near the rear, a space to place items where the wireless phone charger goes if it's equipped. Inside, the center console has suitable space for storage, as well as some connectivity ports. The glove box provides extra storage and has 2 different levels for items. The gauge cluster is familiar. The layout is straightforward and easy to read. There are 2 analog gauges on the left and the right, and a large digital gauge in the center. Mazda's intelligent drive system allows you to adjust the drive modes between 3 settings using the switch on the center console. You can switch between normal, sport, and off-road. The seats are power operated and have premium soft Nappa leather. The CX-50 is the first vehicle to get a panoramic roof in Mazda's lineup, which helps bring in an airy feeling to the interior. Up front, there are 38.6 inches of headroom and 41.7 inches of legroom. You get 37.5 inches of headroom and 39.8 inches of legroom in the rear. That's less headroom than the CX-5, but more legroom. The rear doors on the CX-50 have a wide opening of almost 90 degrees. This is convenient when loading larger items, car seats, or pets. In the rear, you get the same soft leather for the seats. Heated seats are available on the top Turbo Premium Plus trim. Connectivity options include 2 USB ports, and you can fold down the center armrest for the cup holders. Overall, the interior of the CX-50 offers good quality and good features for the price. The rear cargo space is decent with 31.4 cubic feet of cargo space. Fold down the rear seats and that space increases to 56.3 feet of cargo space. Compare that to the CX-5, which has 29.1 and 59.3 cubic feet with the seats up and down. So while the CX-50 has more space with the seats up, the CX-5 has more space with them down. Keep in mind the CX-50's opening is squared off, making the area more usable. Under the floorboard, you will find a bit more room for storage and a spare tire. The CX-50 has 2 engine options: Mazda's 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder rated at 187 horsepower and 186 pound-feet of torque. Our vehicle comes with the optional 2.5-liter Turbo 4. It produces 256 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque on premium fuel. With the turbo engine, the CX-50 is capable of towing 3,500 pounds. The CX-50 follows in Mazda's long tradition of vehicles with direct handling and driver feedback characteristics. Even with nearly 60 pounds of extra weight over the CX-5, the CX-50 is just as sharp during a brisk drive. Put the CX-50 into sport mode and you immediately feel the steering tighten and the throttle is quicker to react. 0 to 60 miles per hour can be done in under 7 seconds, and the CX-50 can clear the quarter mile in nearly 15 seconds. The CX-50 is engaging to drive, and while it's nowhere near the Miata when it comes to handling, it offers legitimate fun through corners. The ride quality and suspension damping are very good, giving you both sporty handling and comfort. Overall, the CX-50 is fun to drive, and the engine offers solid grunt. The CX-50 takes everything I like about the CX-5 and puts it into an even more attractive package. Compared to the competition, the Kia Sportage, RAV4, and Subaru Outback, the CX-50 certainly offers more driving excitement and I think the best looks in the group. However, the Subaru is a bit more rugged, the RAV4 has better gas mileage, and the Kia Sportage offers more space. But if you're looking for a handsome, sporty, and well-built crossover, Mazda's new CX-50 should be near the top of your list of vehicles to check out. Thanks for watching, and thanks again to Mazda of Gastonia. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. You can also find us on Instagram at rideXdrive.